Good morning. It is 7 a.m. in Venice Beach, California. As you can see, I am about to head to the airport.
Head to Miami for the first of 4 pop-up dinners with our friends at Joseph Phelps, celebrating regenerative food and agriculture. It's been a long time since I've been to Miami. I used to come all the time for food festivals, but this is the first time kind of going with our own company and really excited to take things in and to see it from a new perspective. We were flying in a couple days early to go visit the farm, to meet the team, to get a sense of the location, the site, and prepare everything for the dinner. We got in the first night, had a delicious dinner at the new Israeli restaurant Aviv, and got to bed super early. I'm a bit of a grandpa now and need a lot of sleep. On the first day, woke up super early, and for me it's really important wherever I go to stay grounded with my morning routine. For me, that means some coffee, journal, meditation, and some kind of movement, exercise. Could be lifting, yoga, rollerblading, running. But for me, today, it's a beautiful day in Miami. I'm going to go for a run. This is super important for me wherever I go to really stay grounded, prepare my body, mind, and soul for the intense workday to come. After a beautiful run along the ocean, I went back, showered, and headed down to meet our partners at Joseph Phelps and the One Hotel to review our plan and do a walkthrough of the property. I'd only really had calls and emails with these folks leading up to the event, so really important to have a bite, have a glass of wine, connect, understand all of the different players, all the different people. It was the team from Joseph Phelps, our client, and also the team from One Hotel. This was super important to understand all of the different key players that we were going to be meeting with. After lunch, we walked the different spaces. Originally, we were going to do the dinner at this upper terrace area, but it was way too windy. So together as a unit, we walked around the property and found an ideal location down in the beach club, which was fortunately closed. The waitress came over and said, hey, it's going to start pouring rain in about a minute, so I recommend you guys move to the bar, which we did. We were stuck under the bar for 2 hours. It started to pour rain. Oh my gosh. This kind of rain feels like a hurricane. I'm not used to this level of rain, but it was crazy. We ended up getting stuck under the bar, but that did allow for us to have another glass of wine and some great bites and to really connect and hang out as a team, which was actually kind of lovely. Eventually, we realized that we needed to go do a walkthrough of the kitchen for the next day. We tried to wait out the rain, but we just have to go and take one for the team and just go for it. We finished up lunch and ran to the kitchen and got soaking wet. Entire walkthrough of the kitchen, of the property, including the walk-in refrigerator, was all done when we were just drenched, which made the whole thing kind of freezing and also kind of hilarious, but there was really no other way we could do it. It was just part of the day. After we did our walkthrough, we ended up having to go to Whole Foods, pick up pasta and a couple other additional ingredients. On the way there, it felt like the entire city had 4 feet of water under it. It was pretty crazy. I guess this is a normal thing in Miami. I don't know. It felt kind of insane to me how much water there was, but we soldiered on. On the second day, we got up bright and early and headed to the farm. Farm visits are always one of my absolute favorite parts. I love meeting with the farmers. I love going to pick up ingredients. Through One Hotel, we found this incredible farm called Paradise Farms, which is a regenerative farm about an hour south of Miami. They are regenerative organic certified. They grow dozens and dozens of crops. They also have mushrooms and eggs, chickens. It is just insanely beautiful. We toured the farm with Colleen, who is the produce manager. She showed us what they're growing, how they're growing it, their beautiful medicinal herb area. We did some interviewing. I just love this part of what we get to do. Honestly, a beautiful sunny day, visiting a farm, talking to farmers. They're some of the best people we've ever met in our lives. Simon and I have been to maybe 70, 80 farms now all around the world, and we just love being out there. I love being sweaty. I love learning from these people, how passionate they are about what they do. It's so much fun. On this morning, we were also joined by Jason, who is the super talented photographer who's going to be joining us for all 4 visits, and also Regina, who was with the Joseph Phelps team as well. After we picked up all of our produce, including tomatoes, mushrooms, and a bunch of herbs, we headed back to the kitchen to begin prep. Belle met us in the kitchen. Belle flew in that morning on the red eye, and I'm so grateful to be working with our sister who came to help us out with this dinner. She's an amazing chef up in San Francisco. She's so talented, but as soon as she got there and we got back, we got to work. Getting into a new kitchen space is always a little bit challenging. You got to figure out where everything goes, what you're missing, how to find certain ingredients. Fortunately, we had some great folks from the One Hotel helping us, kind of knew where things were. A lot of this day was just figuring out how to get access to certain equipment and to really get our hands dirty Today is the day 3. It is the day of the dinner, and we were in the kitchen at 8:30, 9 a.m., and we were going to be there all day until the dinner. This is it. So myself and Belle went to the kitchen. We met up with Jonathan, who had helped us the day before. We also had one other gentleman from the one hotel helping us, and we spent the next 6 to 8 hours prepping the entire dinner. We worked on the lamb chops, which are from a regenerative farm in Oregon. We prepped the mushrooms. We got everything going with the scallops from Seatopia. Belle was making all of the desserts. We just got into it. We bumped some music, had a good time as always. You know, for us, this is such a fun time. Days and weeks lead up to moments like this where it's the day of and it's time for everything to come together. But it's amazing how so many things need to come together. The table, the flowers, the wine, the food, the ingredients, the timing, the speeches. All of this has to come together in this sort of beautiful symphony of hospitality and food and service. And we put so much love and energy and passion and joy into what we do that this is what it's really about. Finally, it was time for me to go down and say a few introductory words about the dinner, about the vision, about the partnership. David, also from Joseph Phelps, the president, said a few words introducing the whole vision of the dinner. This whole dinner series with Joseph Phelps and the One Hotel is about celebrating their leadership and their commitment to regenerative wine production, their vision for what viticulture, which is just growing grapes, can look like, and the power of hospitality to bring people together around this vision, what that looks like and what it's all about. So we are honored to be part of this partnership and to show you more about our behind the scenes as we go.